Hello, my name is Yunchikino, and I just casted a great game between FruitSeller as our red Zerg player and our purple Protoss player, NEXGenius. I just casted. This is game two of I guess a best of three. I'm not too sure, but I just casted a game between these two players on Metalopolis, and it was ridiculously intense. So if you are watching this game and you liked it, definitely go check out that last game on Lost Temple, or actually on Metalopolis. Sorry. So on this game we've got we're on not Scrap Station, of course, similar to Scrap Station, but as far as tile set, but this is Delta Quadrant. So this is a 4-player map, and we've got, let's check out the production tab, see what kind of interesting things we got going on here. And as usual, nothing too interesting going on in the first few minutes of the game. But we got the Overlord getting lucky here, going in the correct position, and we have a pylon out. It looks like we see a 12 gateway for Genius. There it is, 12 gateway with a nice little opening there for any zealots to wall off. Pushing his second Overlord down to the bottom position. He's going to quickly realize that his enemy is over here to his east. Not spending any of his Chrono Boost yet. Very interesting. See what he's going to do there. Looks like he's going, oh, we're going to have a 2 gateway play. You actually see that Overlord? Probably did not see that Overlord. And a hatchery. This is quite interesting. He's got a hatchery down here, but he hasn't killed those destructible rocks yet. And unlike Terran, you can't lift your hatchery up, and I guess a hatchery wouldn't really fly. I guess a hatchery would lift up, like with some tentacles out of the bottom of it, and like crawl around with tentacles. That'd be pretty cool. But no, I guess he may be just using it as an extra larva. So he's got a spawning pool up, but I don't even know if he's actually going to be harvesting out of this. It's going to be, I'm tempted to see what he's going to do from that. So we have this, a lot of energy being built up. He's not chrono boosting these zealots. And I don't see any, there is no cybernetics core yet, no gas either. So there we go, there goes the chrono boost. So he just chrono boosted his probes. So we've got 2 definitely unorthodox plays going here. No gas yet for FruitSeller. And there goes the assimilator, these 2 assimilators, and the cybernetics core. So, he still has not started using his Chrono Boost yet. Maybe it's really late there or something, he's just getting a little tired, he's forgetting to do it, but... So we do have, ooh, this probe does sneak in there, past all those links, and sees this ridiculous expansion. He's like, hey buddy, you built your expansion in the wrong place. So he got some drones being produced, so this is just allowing him to, you know, make a lot of extra drones, droning really hard. He's actually behind in workers right now, 19 to 21. So these lings now doing some work, taking down those destructible rocks, and another queen coming out. So we have 2 more two stalkers being made. Maybe probably that Overlord will probably get away, unfortunately. So Genius has so much chrono boost right now. There he goes, getting back into the game. He's got both of his assimilators completely saturated and working on warp gates. So 2 stalkers coming out. He's got 1 zealot, and looks like he's just going to use his two stalkers to run around and maybe look for some overlords. Probably going to run here in the middle, check with the Zelnaga tower, maybe see some stray overlords, but unfortunately he misses this one over here on the right that just peeked out of that vision. So Genius running around and just looking for overlords out. So maybe he's looking for a fast expansion. Yeah, he's going here to this expansion. Doesn't see anything. But he did see this hatchery here, so it'd be pretty interesting to see a Zerg player throw down 2 hatcheries that quickly this early in the game. So is he going to actually build another hatchery there? He has a drone for it. Actually, yes, looks like yeah, there he is. He's going to build another hatchery. So we're going to have a 3 hatchery very early for FruitSeller. And Genius is also throwing down his expansion, deciding to go for the one outside versus the one back inside of his base. And he's got a forge up, which will definitely come in handy whenever he's going to try and deal with these lings. So we got some stalkers trying to pick off some lings. Those lings are not yet speed lings, so the stalkers will be able to keep up with them and be able to 4-shot those lings. I think they 4-shot them. Yeah, I think that's 4 shots, because they do deal 10 damage. So 40 out of 35. So metabolic boost just now started getting researched. Yes, he was kind of late on that gas, so therefore he was late on his metabolic boost. So he's actually upgrading also. I saw that tech going down, so he's actually his hatchery upgrade is almost finished. And doing some medium distance mining. I don't know what you would call that, but definitely not long distance. And doing some mining until this one finishes. With a lot of drones just droning very hard. Putting up a nice little front welcome mat for the Protoss player. He's got 2 spine crawlers and just a handful of speedlings. And NEXGenius is starting out here with a largely Sentry army and Stalker army with 1 photon cannon for good measure. He's got I really like his wall off he's got here. He's got this little curved down entrance that kind of forces him to come through here, and it makes for a really easy force field for these Stalkers if they want to play some defense. And 1 photon cannon just out here in the front to be able to, you know, kill a Ling before it even gets to him. As those photon cannons do 2-shot Lings. So we can actually see how this works out in advantage. No, actually turning around extremely quick there. And then turning around again and losing everything. No, just losing 1 more right there. Genius feeling he's got the superior army. It looks like he's going to put some pressure on. Looks like we have a Hydra being built and some Groove Spines, which definitely played a key role in his last game if you watch that between these 2 players. So we have 2 more gateways being warped in. Looks like he's almost completely saturated here at this expansion. Warping in a couple more sentries. And let's check the economy. So the Protoss player is still in the lead with 3 more harvesters than FruitSeller. Genius with a completely Stalker Sentry army, no Zealots. And is he getting upgrades? Yes, he's getting that 1 attack upgrade. We have 1 Overseer back here, just keeping an eye on this back expansion. And over here, it's a really good place when you keep an eye on both bases from this one position. Really great spot for Overlords or Overseers, or basically any air unit at that point. So this Overseer flying, getting a good look, see, checking out what he's up against. He sees, pretty sure he did see those gateways. So he's aware of, actually those are robotics facilities, so he sees 1 robotics facility, a Twilight Council, and 3 gateways. 2 more gateways up here. Sneaking a Changeling in. Genius definitely looks like he knows what's going on and kills it. That Changeling gets headshot and explodes out of that Zealot bodysuit. So we've got FruitSeller over here with some Lings and Hydras, taking out some destructible debris. Probably going to be setting up a gold expansion here very soon. And double Evo Chamber getting some armor upgrades and the attack upgrades. So, quickly moving his Spine Crawlers there, doing some nice aggressive play with these Spine Crawlers. Looks like we're going to see a fight going on here. Pretty good force fields, keeping them completely at bay, just allowing him to just take out those 2 Spine Crawlers and push in. Actually killing that 1 Creep Tumor. Oh, he does have that Observer. Like him to take out that Creep Tumor. And that Observer also played a very critical role last game. If you watch that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So we have Guardian Shield being engaged, and it looks like we're actually going to see a confrontation right now. We have a lot more Hydras than I don't know if Genius can deal with. He's going to have to pull some really clutch force fields here if he wants to deal with these Hydras. Just force fielding off those Hydras while he decides to kill those Lings. And warping in a couple more Zealots. And let's see, he's got a nice area of probes. We've actually got another fight going on, a lot of Hydras. Actually looks like entirely Hydra army. Those force fields really good, just completely messing up the, I guess you call it, feng shui of the Zerg army. And not in a good position. Those force fields fall, and the Zerg army just, more force fields going up. This Zerg army now overrunning this Protoss army. Warp gates doing their thing and warping in some more units, much needed reinforcements. Purple with still a actually very large harvester advantage, 11 harvester advantage. We have those Colossus coming in, extended thermal lance, and Aspire coming in for FruitSeller. FruitSeller will hopefully get those Corruptors to counter those Colossus, maybe even some Muta. So we have more Stalkers coming in, and actually we have very nice job. He does die though. He does get a corruption. A contamination on that robotics facility, all disallowing that Colossus from being produced from his single one and only robotics facility, which is gonna be a little bit of a damper on him, on his army. maybe slow down his timing attack just a little bit. Actually feeling he needs a couple more Colossus, throws up another robotics facility, and the gateway. So we have a lot more Lings in the army right now, doing a really good job of spreading this creep tumor out. And he does have this gold expansion up. That should definitely help his economy. Did he catch up to economy? Yeah, he's actually now a little bit ahead in economy, even though he's got a huge harvester disadvantage just because of that gold. Gaining control of this Naga Tower, he does get some vision here. He's going to see a huge army coming in. He cannot deal with this. Completely out of sentries. I don't think he's got any sentries now. Removing all the sentries. Oh, here they come. 2 more sentries coming in. Switching to a Stalker Zealot Colossus army. Looks like you're going to see some pressure. Here come those corruptors out just in time to start dealing with those Colossus. But wow, there's so many Lings, but I don't think they're actually getting in a good enough position to deal any damage here. Those Zealots building a great wall. Those corruptors force building, or corruptors dealing a lot of damage to Colossus. First Colossus goes down. All the Zealots, all the Lings are dead, so it's now just straight to a ranged army. One Colossus does survive. Those Hydras do not. He does not have the big enough army to deal with that one Colossus and the massive amount of Stalkers. The FruitSeller forced to fall back here. Those Overlords wishing the speed upgrade now, slowly getting away. We're probably going to see Genius push in right here. Maybe try and seal the deal with this final attack. A lot more Lings come in, but they're just evaporating before they can even get to him. Overlords, no, going the wrong way. Oh, terrible. He's still, whoa. It's like he hit some kind of magic hotkey that selected every single unit he owned and turned it around. He's going to, oh, that was so close. He almost got some really bad supply blocks right there. 2 Corruptors out. Maybe going to try and pick off this Colossus before those Stalkers can get up there. He does not have blink yet. Oh, this one Colossus does kind of walk out, getting picked off. A little bit of mismicro there by Genius, probably due to a rally problem. And this Colossus is running up here. I don't know where he's going. He's taking the weirdest path possible. I guess he couldn't fit in through here. So the creep tumor is being pushed back. This Zerg player is still being very aggressive. He does not have anything to do with this. He does not have enough units. There's so many Zealots and Stalkers that those Hydras, he does not have the army to deal with this right now. He's going to need a lot more army. Genius with a huge, I think that was a freaking 35 food advantage now, pushing in. Pushing up this ramp, getting a little trapped, but it doesn't matter. His army is so much more superior. Oh, wow, losing both his Colossus, but I don't even think it matters. There's so many units, and there we have our FruitSeller GGing to that early Colossus. Early Colossus Stalker push that eventually won him the game. But we did see some interesting hatchery action going down here. Not quite sure what that was about. Maybe he just wanted to try and test out a new build, see how it worked, maybe get drones a little faster, or something to allow him to make drones and Lings at the same time. Because we did see a little bit later gas there, so he was probably trying to, try a new build out. Didn't seem to work too hot for him. He really needed those Hydras, and I really would have liked to see some Roaches, a little bit more of a Roach Hydra mix versus those Lings, because those Lings, within the past couple minutes, really didn't do their job. They just kind of evaporated into that fight. So, I hope you enjoyed this game, and I'm going to bring some more games for you tomorrow.